Good morning. I'm Andrea Falvey, the city's managing director for city development. And let me thank you all for joining us at our third Legacy Business Recognition and Ribbon Cutting event. And I just wanted to say a special thank you to David and the team here at DOMA for welcoming us this morning, and also for Blue, the little pup that's around. I feel like we're going to need him at all future events. We need a little mascot. So the city of St. Petersburg's Legacy Business Program celebrates 8 longstanding small businesses, one from each city council district, whose commitment and lasting impact have shaped our community for over 20 years. All of these businesses and organizations have helped not only define St. Petersburg's economy, but also its identity and unique cultural character. They have supported our residents, endured challenges, and contributed greatly to the city's growth and resilience. The Legacy Business Program is designed to honor and uplift our longstanding businesses and acknowledge their invaluable contributions and the essential role they play in our city. To begin our program, I'd like to welcome to the podium the Legacy Business Program managers, Brittany Cagle and Alexis Garcia.
All right. Thank you so much, Andrea, for the warm introduction and kicking us off here today. So, good morning, everyone, and thank you for taking the time today to honor DōMA Home Furnishings, an important pillar in our community that has embodied qualities of resilience, staying power, and meaningful community impact.
We're gathered here today because DōMA Home Furnishings has earned the prestigious Legacy Business designation, representing Council District 8.
So most people would define my furniture aesthetic as grandpa who too often visits thrift stores and Facebook Marketplace for owl and cat knickknacks. So to say I was initially intimidated to visit DōMA Home Furnishings would be the understatement of the year. David King, proud owner, quickly diminished these fears and made me feel right at home. The inviting ambiance of the showroom, combined with the expert guidance of David and his team, with a special shout out again to David's Limbo Chihuahua Blue, create an environment that feels both personal and exciting.
When you consider the no-pressure, collaborative experience DōMA creates for their clients, paired with the diverse range of contemporary furnishings, it's obvious how they've been able to keep their doors open and retain both employees and customers since day one. I'd like to recognize Office Manager Connie Delgado, don't be shy, raise your hand, Senior Design Consultant Stephanie Steves, and Warehouse Manager Jason Karavic. The Economic and Workforce Development team took great pride in creating the Legacy Business Program to protect and celebrate historic establishments like DōMA Home Furnishings, which has quite literally shaped and sustained our neighborhoods by furnishing countless homes and keeping our community stylish.
Alexis and I had an opportunity to sit down with David and hear about his entrepreneurial journey. I think it's important to recognize that DōMA was a labor of love. In the beginning, DōMA was a one-man show on a shoestring budget. David was the only salesperson and designer, selling and creating plans during the day and making deliveries with the help of friends at night. And also important to note is we're currently standing in this beautiful 11,000 square foot establishment, but DōMA's doors first opened across the street in a small 3,000 square foot store. So there's been a lot of growth over the years.
On that note of hard work and resilience, DōMA Home Furnishings exemplifies what it means to be a legacy business. Without further ado, it is my honor to introduce the Mayor of St. Petersburg, Kenneth T. Welch. Please welcome to the stage, Mayor Welch.
Great job. Good morning, everybody. How y'all doing? Thank you, Alexis and Brittany, for giving me that 5-second lead to get out of that chair. The most comfortable and the coolest legacy event we've had so far. Put your hands together for the folks here at DoMA. And, you know, I look at the website and the briefing, and I couldn't wait to see Blue. So check that box. He runs the show here. It's great to be here as we celebrate a business that has become part of the fabric of St. Petersburg, both literally and figuratively. We want to express congratulations to DōMA Home Furnishings on being recognized as the city's inaugural legacy business for Council District 8. Let's put our hands together for that. This designation was created to honor businesses that have not only stood the test of time, but have helped shape the identity of our community. Legacy businesses are more than successful companies. They're neighbors, community partners, and places that help define what makes St. Pete a special place. And DōMA is a perfect example of that. Brittany's talked about the beginnings in the 3,000 square foot showroom, but what makes DōMA truly deserving of this recognition goes far beyond the beautiful spaces and exceptional design. For the past 20 years, DōMA has invested back in our community. I was so moved by reading some of the history on the website of what the company did through the pandemic to make sure that employees were taken care of and how much they've given back to the community. I think the number was $250,000 back to this community. So please, let's put our hands together for that. And that kind of commitment from our business community of what makes St. Pete such a special place. Businesses like DōMA strengthen our local community, our economy, while also strengthening the connections that make us St. Pete. As we continue building a city where businesses can thrive, we're proud to recognize those who have helped shape St. Petersburg's character and contributed to its success over the many years. And I can say that as a third-generation St. Pete resident. I've seen the growth of our city, and I love where we're going. To David King and to the entire DōMA team, thank you for your vision, for your creativity, your commitment to quality, and exceptional customer service. I know this visit has already cost me some money just walking through here today. So I've seen some great things. I know. Thank you, David. I knew it was going to happen. Congratulations again on this well-deserved recognition as Council District 8's inaugural legacy business. Here's to your continued success and to many more years of helping St. Pete residents make a home. Thank you, and we are St. Pete. God bless y'all. See, I gave you that lead time to get out.
Thank you, Mayor Welch, for your words and your leadership. Can we get another round of applause, please, for Mayor Welch? Now it is my pleasure to welcome attorney, educator, and LGBTQ+ policy leader, Nathan Broomer, who is now the city's LGBTQ+ liaison.
Thank you, Bridget. And thank you, Mayor. Thank you for your leadership and for making it a priority that St. Petersburg recognizes both the people and the businesses whose investments make our city such a vibrant and welcoming place. And one of the first things we talked about, and you asked me to do as our city's LGBTQ liaison, was to begin reaching out to LGBTQ-owned businesses across St. Pete, to build relationships, listen to their stories, and make sure they know they're valued as an important part of our city's success. And very early on, one name kept coming up, and that was DōMA and David. And I was thrilled when they applied, and more thrilled when he won this wonderful, and the team won this wonderful honor. And I've had the pleasure of getting to know David and his story over the last several months, and what's impressed me most isn't just what has been built, but how it's been built. Success over 20 years certainly takes talent, but it also takes resilience and grit and an unwavering commitment to values. And David and his team clearly embodies those values and qualities. He cares deeply about this community, and as Mayor highlighted, it shows. And it's also impressed me the way he talks about his team, because it doesn't just speak about employees. It's clear that it's family. And that kind of leadership creates a workplace where people want to stay and grow and succeed together. As the city's LGBTQ liaison, I also know how meaningful today's recognition is. The National LGBTQ Chamber of Commerce has shown that LGBTQ-owned businesses are powerful contributors to our local economies and our communities. And in St. Petersburg, they help shape not only that economy, but our identity as a city and it makes the clear values we highlight of authenticity and creativity and opportunity just shine so brightly. And that's why this recognition matters so much. David, your legacy is measured by so much more than the number of years DoMA has been in business, and it's reflected really more on those relationships you've built, the people you've invested in, and the impact you've made. And this is the wonderful thing about a legacy. It isn't something you look back on. It's something that clearly, even as we talked yesterday, you're continuing to build on every day. And knowing you, I'm pretty sure DoMA's story is continuing and far from over. So congratulations, David, and to your entire team on this well-deserved legacy business recognition. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Nathan, for those words, and we sincerely appreciate everything you do for the city of St. Petersburg. Next, I'd like to welcome the President and CEO of the St. Petersburg Area Chamber of Commerce, Chris Steinacher, to the podium.
Hello. Thank you all. Holy cow. Thank you all for coming out. You guys seem very far away, though. I don't know what they told you guys about us, but come on a little closer. Mayor, I just want to say thank you for you and James and Andrea, the whole team, for recognizing what I recognize every day. And you are with me and have been with me from the start about if we didn't have these entrepreneurs, we would not have St. Pete. They have defined us from the day one, and they are the ones that we should be holding up as heroes. And for you guys to stand up this new program for us, to really recognize the heroes in our community is really important because that's how we model ourselves. And when heroes are recognized, people go, oh, I want to be a hero too. What does it take? And then you tell those stories and you start, that's how communities and society even got started around the tribes around the fire. Like, what did they do? How did they do that? And this is our opportunity to say, David, you are a champion. David, you did things that others could not do. David, sometimes I think you're crazy for as much as you think you can do, but you do it. And that's every entrepreneur I know. They take on such a responsibility because when David opened these doors, or the ones across the street, he opened them for himself, absolutely, but he opened them up for the employees that are here, and they go home every night. They have groceries in their refrigerator. They have families they take care of, and they go on vacations because of David. They have vendors that come in here and sell their stuff out of here, and those people have a career and a life and an economy. Without David, how many jobs would we not have in our community? Without David, how many people wouldn't be sitting comfortably today? Without David, how much would we not know about St. Pete? And even on this part of St. Pete, 22nd Avenue can be a raceway, Mayor. People want to get to that other side. But what we've realized is there's real nuggets right here on 22nd. I'm on 18th, so I know these nuggets. And I told David the story when you talked about the quality. We're about to raffle your chair away, by the way, David. Isn't that? Yeah, see? So hopefully you put your business card in there. I only saw mine in the pot when we got in here, but I don't even know what I was talking about now. But I was saying, my wife and I purchased 2 chairs from David 18 years ago. We checked on it because about 20 days ago, I had a member come in and say, hey, I clean leather. I'm like, hey, will you come check out my chairs? I've spent a lot of money on them. Come check them out. They cleaned them up. They look brand new. They're like, holy cow, when did you get these? I go, 18 years ago. I go, where'd you get them, man? They go, well, DoMA. They go, oh, of course. Like, so not only did I make a good purchase from an entrepreneur that I did not know, but you made my life better. And then I get to see you grow and grow. And then you come across the street, take this down. And I bet you if you listen closely, there's new news in the air. You're going to see this even grow bigger. I wish I could tell you the whole story, but he's not done yet. And that's what entrepreneurs do, is you wait for them to take the next act. This is not over till he says it's over. And look at that smile. He knows it's not over, man. And so do we. So, David, we appreciate you. I appreciate my city team. Business is the pulse of our community. Business does push in when things get rough. During COVID and crisis, businesses are the one that put their pockets out there. And for us to be recognized today is substantial. So thank you, Mayor. Thank you, team, for what you do. And David, thank you for being the hero of this story. And more to come in Blue. Happy birthday. It's birthday month for Blue, 15 years. Wouldn't you all love to look that good, too? And if you ever see me in the back just taking a nap, it's just because I'm tired a lot of the time. and just come on in and keep coming back in because there's always new stuff on the floor as well. So that's my notion of I feel good. I hope you all feel like, I know it's cool in here in the air conditioning, but this is where you want to be. You want to turn off your Facebook, you want to turn off your Instagram, and tune in to the people right next to you because they're in the same channel you are right now, which is we're going to feed ourselves what David's feeding us. So thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much, Chris. And with those words, I am now honored to recognize and welcome the owner of the business, David King, the man, the myth, the legend, to the podium. Come on up.
Wow. You guys come back every Wednesday for this? Because this does us all good. First of all, let me thank you all for coming, and I want to acknowledge Mayor Welch and the team he has at the City Hall. What a phenomenal group. It's been a pleasure getting to know you guys even through this process, and special shout out to Brittany and Alexis and Nate, and just phenomenal team. And then I'd also, you know what? Let's not fudge this. In my pocket, I got notes of joy. So, besides the City Hall team, I also want to begin by recognizing my team, the team that makes it a joy to come here every day, the team that collaborates with me and feeds and keeps me going. It is truly my work family, but it is the family I've adopted over the years, and conversely, they have adopted me. So I want to give a special shout out first to my management team and Connie, who has been with me since before we even started. So she is 20 plus years with me, the sister I never wanted. Jason, my warehouse manager, is also with me since the beginning, as well as Stephanie, who joined us shortly thereafter. Then we have our additional design team, Michael. Raise your hand, Michael. Michael's with us. Jen is with us from Tampa. Amber's with us. And Hiram, our marketing guru, who helped coordinate all this today. And then Pluto, our sales and marketing support. Here he is, over here. And then, of course, my right hand, who was one of the best hires I've ever made, and that's Rosanna, my general manager. Yep, she makes my life so much easier now. I can actually take a day off. And as everybody knows, as an entrepreneur, for a good 15 plus years, I worked 7 days a week and lived this business. And if it wasn't for the team that helped me put it all together, the dreams wouldn't come true. And of course, my team at home, my husband, DeMario, and Blue. So, who definitely is, it keeps me going for sure. And then all my extended family and friends that are here that came to support me, I thank and love you so much. If you think back, if somebody asked me 20 years ago, you're going to get a legacy award someday, I'd be like, hell yeah. It's what it's all about, and it wasn't touched upon, but it really, you have to be a little bit sick in the mind, as Connie and I often talk about what it took to get this place started. And I'll share with you briefly that, it almost didn't come to pass. Before this all came to be, when I was 40 years old, I said, I want to venture out, leave corporate world and start my own dream. And it was always in the back of my head. I told the company I was working for at the time, I said, by the way, I'm giving you a year's notice. I'm out of here. Next year, I'm going to start my own thing. And I figured at 40, at that time, and yeah, you could do the math, I'm that old. At 40, I was still, if it failed, I was young enough I can get back into the workforce, young and pretty, and I could still make it work. But fortunately, it worked. And but I ventured into a partnership deal with a company way back when, and after a year of due diligence, and I was all excited and wrote a check for my life savings and put it into this company called Newport out of Phoenix, and I was going to develop the state of Florida with 20 stores, grand plans. And then one day on my way to sign the lease, literally the way I signed the lease on Memorial Day weekend, I get a phone call saying the company imploded and my life savings was gone. So I said, oh, crap. So after crying in my beer for a long period of time, I made the decision to say, you know what, I'll do it on my own. So I rewrote my business plan. I figured out what I was going to do. I had the $8,000 I had left in my bank account and all my credit cards. And I called Connie and said, listen, I'm going to do my own thing. Can you help me? And she said, what do you need? What do you need? And so then we just ventured in, and I signed a lease for a place across the street in August, and no air conditioning, and we painted walls and received trucks and opened boxes. And then I called my friend Jolynn, and she came and helped a few days. And all my friends rallied around me, and we got the store open. And from that point on, the adventure began. And we've opened another store, we've expanded a few times, and then moved across the street. And as Chris alluded to, the ventures of a serial entrepreneur are really never over until I say it's over. And having said that, we have some great announcements that are going to be coming forward in the next few weeks, which will include an expansion of DoMA here in St. Pete with a new mega showroom that's going to be 2.5 to 3 times the size of what you're looking at now, with additional services and additional employees. So, and you all heard it first. Don't tell nobody. But additional announcements will be forthcoming, and it'll be a few months out, because we got some building to do. I got some more, 7-day weeks to put in, but it's all good. It's what we want to do, and we know that as one of the successes, I believe, of DoMA is that regardless of what we're faced with, because we've been faced with some stuff, whether it was we opened the company when it was the crash of the market in 2008, and we were like, everybody's like, you're not going to survive. I'm like, yeah, watch. And then we had COVID and a few hurricanes. Even during COVID, and the mayor alluded to, we closed down, and we continued to pay the employees, but we closed down, and it was me and my marketing person, and it was just us, and we would sit here, and I was selling stuff on Facebook Live so I could get a few dollars in so I could put groceries in my refrigerator. Just to keep it going for a little while longer until we got to the other side, and we did. And the community continued to rally around us. And when we talk about community, the importance of it, giving back because they've supported us through all these many years, is first and foremost. We've started since day one giving back and volunteering on varying levels and varying programs we've done and fundraisers and the like. And we will continue to do so because, without the community to support us, we'd be nothing, really nothing. So we look forward. I want to thank you all for this award. I can't believe it's something called a legacy. Am I old enough for a legacy? I guess. I don't know. But in, I guess in 20 more years, I guess there'll be a Legacy 2 award, and I'll be here to continue to work and try to receive it. But on behalf of everybody, I want to thank you all for your continued support, and we are open for business, by the way. So if any of you want to buy anything, we have our team here to assist you, and the mayor in that chair. But thank you all again. Thank you very much for your continued support. Is that good enough?
Thank you so much, David. It's so inspiring to hear your story, and I'm really glad we got to hear that. All right. So now we're going to turn it on over to Hiram, who is the master of all of DoMA's communication channels. And it's a privilege to invite you up to the stage. Hiram.
Good morning, everyone. Let me get my little script that I had over here. I promise you it's not a drink, I promise. Well, first off, I'd like to thank everyone for coming over here, and especially on a Wednesday. I know it's in the middle of the week, might be a little bit out the way, but I appreciate everyone for being here. And so I'd like to thank basically everyone that works here, from Connie to Stephanie, especially to the new people like Amber, Jen, and Pluto, and just everyone that works here, and especially David. I don't think this business would have been so impactful if we didn't treat each other like family and like a community. I think to really put out a good product, you need everyone on board, and especially to make an impact on the community outside, whether if that's donations to kids that need help or Limbo Chihuahua. I think it needs to start from within to really make an impact. Without David, honestly, this place wouldn't be here, obviously, since he's the owner. He's basically a brother to some of us, a dad, a therapist, a boss. Just personally from myself, I know it's been a hard 20 years, I'm sure, especially from what you said, from hurricanes, COVID, and especially now with all the tariffs and stuff. It really doesn't help us, but we always push through, and we're honestly a strong family that I don't think can really tear us down. I, especially on a personal level, I thank David for helping me through tough times, being a therapist. Luckily, he's the one paying me, not the other way around. So, he's the person that you go to whenever you just need someone to put your head on or give a big hug. He's one of the greatest people I've worked with. One of the best businesses I've worked with. I really enjoy being here. It honestly makes my job way easier, especially he gives me the keys sometimes to do crazy things or things like that, so I appreciate him. And thank you, David, and I hope you have many more years of great business and continue the hard work.
Thank you, Hiram, and thank you, David. It really does show the family mentality you guys have. It keeps your business very strong. And with that being said, I would love to welcome beloved patron Barbara Dare to the podium to say a few words. She has been a customer since day one, so we are excited to hear from her.
Good morning, and congratulations, David and the team. I mean, when I heard from David that this was occurring, I was just so excited. I'm like, oh my gosh, you really deserve this. Again, I was one of the first customers, and when I went into their store across the street, I was like, oh my gosh, this is like my dream come true. But I said to myself, I can't afford any of this. But lo and behold, I've been a customer all this time, and I looked around my house after I talked to him. I'm like, I don't believe half of everything in my house or more is from DoMA. And from when I bought it to now, and I mean, from art to, everything. And, David and the team, they are there all the time. They answer the phone when I call them. They know the answers when I'm hem-hawing about, I don't know. They bring 10 more suggestions. I mean, you heard that he's opening a huge new place. Well, this is just a small amount of what he and his team have to offer. And, they are, I thought I was his number one fan, and I told him that, but I realize now that I'm here, I'm one of many number one fans. So I just couldn't be happier. He made my house a home, and every person that comes into my house comments on what a beautiful home I have, how warm and comfortable. And I will tell you, from the first thing I bought from him long ago, it looks just like it did back then. I have 3 daughters, and lots of people used to come over to my house when they were younger, and it's high quality, high end, wonderful. And again, they treat everyone like they're your best friend. And David he always answers my call. He's never said, I don't know the answer to that, or I don't know how to help you. He finds the answer and he calls me back and he gets it to me, gets me the information I need to do whatever I need to do to my home. And also, he is very philanthropic, and over the years, he picks a lot of nonprofits to donate to. And one time, Suncoast Center is where I used to work, and we're a local St. Pete mental health center. And one time, they selected Suncoast as one of the beneficiaries of some donations from DoMA, from the proceeds of their work, but also they really asked that all their customers make a donation to Suncoast as well. And then we were kind of in a point where our lobby looked really run down, and I said, I don't know how we're going to fix this. It's an odd-shaped lobby, but we thought our clients really needed something comfortable and warm and inviting. And I called Dave and said, I think you could help me with this. And he donated his design time to Suncoast Center, and he brought in the most wonderful ideas. We took all the ones that he made, and it was so warm and inviting. And our clients, when they would walk in the door, it was just so exciting to see, like, wow, this looks so nice. And it was so comfortable and calming for them before they would get their appointment, before they would see their therapist or psychiatrist. And so I just can't say enough of how much I love you all and appreciate you, and how you have enriched my life and actually Suncoast Center's life as well. And I wish you all the best and congratulations, and I'm so excited for you. All the best.
Thank you, Barbara, and I wanted to say it was just so lovely hearing from everyone today. And finally, the long-awaited ribbon-cutting ceremony is about to commence. So I encourage everyone to stick around to enjoy Happy Endings catering generously provided by David and his team, custom cookies from Eat Your Words, and Mazzaro's Treats. And we are also so thrilled to present the DōMA Home Furnishings team with this plaque from another legacy business, Brown's Trophies, as a permanent reminder of DōMA's years of dedication, service, and history within our city. Now I'd like to invite our speakers, DōMA's family and staff, and the wonderful economic and workforce development team to pose and let's do the ribbon cutting.
Congratulations. You want to move this back any?
Oh yes, we can.
Yes. I could call it quits right now.
Maybe just move this back.
Yes.
Come on, DoMA team.
There we go.
Can we all fit up here?
Let me get in the back.
We'll get close. Give me a second. Is everybody put together wide shot? Come on, Rose. I'm sorry. Here, get on my shoulders, Seth.
So if everybody could look at we're right here.
Oh, we're looking this way. Okay, everyone, right over here, please. All right, 1, 2, 3. Wonderful.
Oh, what's that?
Yeah, let's. Oh, Sizzle, sweetie. Thank you. Should we not run with them?
I get the beats.
Sorry, here.
Stephanie, turn your hair back. Anyone? Yeah, here,
All right, who needs down here?
All right.
ready? All right.
All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to pose for a second. Everybody like to pose? We're going to pose at the big photo first, because that's going to look good on all of
Sure, so you keep the scissors open like this?
Yeah, this person smile.
Right here, beautiful. Fantastic.
All right.
Fantastic. Great, thank you.
Okay, now what we're going to do is just look to the right a little bit. That will look good on everything.
Chris knows.
Yeah. All right, and anybody on the left of us? All right. David, you feeling good? Blue, you feeling ready? Ready? I hope y'all feel I hope everybody feels that vibration. That's called love.
Love.